All right, so I'm joined with my client and now good friend, Ben. So, Ben, would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself, your business, and what you do?
Yeah, sure. I am a Amazon FBA seller. So I've been selling on Amazon for just over 3.5 years now. I've been doing that. Hit seven figures in my second year, which is great. And then I decided to transition to doing coaching as well. So helping others with their Amazon businesses.
Gotcha. And then, so what would you say was like the biggest problem you had like prior to joining our program?
Yeah. So at the start of last year, I just got lazy. So I just got really, really lazy. And my business was making money. It was doing okay. But there was a lot of things I knew I should be doing that I kind of wasn't. And that kind of went on for a while. That wasn't just happening for a month. That probably happened for the majority of last year,
Hmm.
if I'm being completely transparent. And yeah, I knew something kind of needed to change.
Gotcha. And so, as a result of joining our program, what would you say was like the outcome, both in your business and then internally?
As a result, with the new products coming into my business, which will be launched very soon, the business valuation will be going up significantly. So we'll be looking at around $450,000
Ooh.
increase in the value of the business, and in addition to the profit to
Hmm.
that. And that's excluding the coaching side of things. So that's conservative. Yeah,
Hmm. And so, could you actually speak to the coaching business? Because
yeah,
for everyone listening here, Ben was kind of procrastinating on starting a coaching business and helping other entrepreneurs with his Amazon business, with their
yeah.
Amazon business. So, once we started working together, he started it. And then, what would you say? You probably closed like anywhere from like 6 to 10 high ticket clients on there?
Yeah, so I've booked a lot of more calls for a
Mhm.
start because I'm just doing the daily actions that's like necessary. Um, and as a result, we're booking an awful lot more calls. I've got a number of different calls booked in each day,
Mhm.
and they're there if I want to take them on as clients. Yeah,
Gotcha. And then besides like the outcome in terms of like money and your business, what was kind of like the change internally with you?
yeah. So internally, I just feel so much more confident in myself.
Hmm.
So I just feel so much better that there isn't this thing inside of me which is questioning whether I'm going to do something or not. It's just I know I am.
Hmm.
Um, so if I make a commitment to myself, I just know I'm going to follow through with it. When you
Hmm.
just know that you're going to say something and then follow through with it, um, it just gives you this edge
Hmm.
mentally and just feels like you can do anything.
Yeah, totally. And to kind of add to that point, it's like the confidence and power comes from keeping your promises to yourself, keeping your commitments to yourself. And the analogy I like using is like, look, imagine if you were talking to your friend, you're saying, let's go grab a drink, and he bails on you, but you reschedule for next week and he bails on you, and he schedules for next week and he bails on you again. It's like, would you have confidence in that person? No. So it's like when you fail to keep your promises to yourself, you lose that confidence in yourself. And not only that, it starts to be a slippery slope where you tell yourself you're going to do these things to improve yourself in your life, but it doesn't happen time and time again. It starts to plateau you. And instead of growing your business consistently, you're going up and down, up and down. And so it can be a
Yeah.
very slippery slope. Now, how would you say your life has changed since really achieving this outcome?
Well, in general, it's just become a lot better all around, right? So
Hmm.
um, I'm making more progress in my business. I'm making more money.
Hmm.
I just feel better day to day. I don't skip gym sessions. I'm going to the gym 4 or 5 times a week.
Nice.
Um, yeah, if I say I'm not going to drink, I won't drink.
Hmm.
And yeah, I just feel way more in control. I feel way more in control. Um, making more money, feel healthier. Yeah, so
Hmm.
it's improved every single aspect of my life, right? Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha. And then the last question is, all right, if there was anyone that's watching that's on the fence about booking a call and working with me and my team, what would you say to them?
I think the fact that you just offer a full refund if it doesn't work, I mean, just go for it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like, what have you got to lose? Nothing. You're not going
Hmm.
to lose out financially.
Hmm.
You're only going to lose by not taking action and doing something about it. Yeah.
100%. Awesome. I appreciate you taking the time to jump on this call with me, Ben. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. And anyone's watching this video right now, you know the routine. Look around this and book your call right now.
Hey everyone, my name's Ben. Just thought I'd share a few words about my experience working with Adam, because it's been around 10 months now. Just thought I'd share a few words. So I first came across Adam around September last year, so what's that, like 10 months ago. And I saw his Facebook ad, and he's talking about killing procrastination and blah, blah, blah. I just thought, honestly, it's a bit of a scam, or nothing he says is gonna work, or and at the time, like I was in a place where I was going into work each day, just typing my to-do list, not really knowing if I was going to do it or not. And I had this issue for ages, honestly. Like I was in Colombia at the time. I'm in Thailand now, and I can just remember going to the coffee shop there, and I would just get out my laptop, order a coffee, type my to-do list, and just sit on there, and then like go on my phone and go on Facebook. And I never really felt this like urgency really to do the work. It even got to a point where I was just trying to sell my business, because I thought I didn't really want to do it anymore, right? So I tried like loads of different things in terms of, I had bought like a course on Udemy. Done loads of planning and writing out time blocking and trying to change my habits and all of these type of things. But honestly, nothing really worked. And so, when I came across Adam and he was being like, yeah, just kill it, blah, blah, blah. Like, obviously you can tell I was skeptical, like, and I even told him, I just don't think it's going to work, but whatever. Like, because he was offering the guarantee. I thought, okay, whatever, I'll try it and see what happens. Honestly, in the beginning, not a lot happened. Like, so I just went through it all. And I was kind of like, yeah, okay, I understand what you're saying, blah, blah, blah. But I can't see really how that's going to change things. And then I was constantly like challenging Adam on it. And he was just fighting back at me, being like, no, do it again, but like try and get yourself in a different state. And so, I revisited the program, rewatched it, and started implementing these small changes every single day with the accountability that's offered in the program. And then I started noticing change around 2 to 3 weeks. And I started realizing that I was starting to pick up things and starting to do things that I wouldn't normally do, and I was just sticking to them. And I think the big change for me was when I started telling myself to take on bigger challenges. So these small things definitely helped me get in, but I started taking on bigger and bigger challenges once I started learning to trust myself. And so, for example, drinking, I would say, okay, I'm not going to drink. And I live in Bangkok, it's kind of a crazy place, and so many bars, so many people drinking. And so, I would go out and say, okay, I'm not going to drink tonight. And there'd be lots of temptations to the point where people are like, have a drink, Ben. What can I do to make you drink? And I was saying, no. So what really happened there was then I was just building up the power. Like I said to myself, I'm not going to drink. And I was just building it up to a point where I was just really trusting my own word. And so these really big changes started happening, not just here, but in my work life as well. Not in my personal life, but just in my work life as well. So when I was writing stuff down, I would say, okay, I'm going to commit to doing this. And then my words started having more meaning. They started having more power, right? As Adam says, if you just tell yourself things and you just never do it, then why would you ever trust yourself, right? And this, the reverse was happening now in terms of like, I was saying I was going to do something and following it up, and I had evidence of that again and again and again. And these weren't just small things, they were big things, but they started with small things. And so I went for a period where I was starting to build momentum. So everything I was writing down on my list, I still do this to today. Every single thing I write on, I use Asana for work. my Asana list gets done. Like it has to, like no matter what. Because if not, then like I'm just lying to myself. If I say I'm not going to drink for 2 months, I won't, because I've done that. I've done that at some years from January to February. I just didn't drink. And yeah, even small things like I'm not going to go on my phone before 12. Just don't do it. Like, and honestly, I still do make small mistakes, right? I still do make small mistakes here and there. Like sometimes I will write something down knowing what it kind of means, right? And then I kind of work out a way to get around it, right? So I write something on my list and say, okay, I'm going to do X, product research or something for my business, okay? I could do that for a few minutes and stop, but I still did it, right? So what I've had to learn is how to get very, very specific with what I'm being committed to. So for example, being like, okay, I am gonna do work on product research for an hour, or I'm gonna find 10 potential new product ideas. Okay, so the very specific actions, but if I'm writing very specific actions, they get done, absolutely, right? Because I've still got that underlying habit. So that's one thing I say, and honestly, so 9-10 months later, I feel great. Honestly, I feel I don't have this issue anymore. I've got loads of other issues related to my business, but not this issue anymore. And it's just like nice knowing that I have the power to work 10-hour days if I need to. I have the power to stick to my word, and my words actually do have meaning. So when I say the words to myself, like I'm committed to doing X, Y, Z, like I know, I can feel it inside that I'm gonna do it. I think that's really empowering, especially when you run a business. You have to be so adaptable that you can just know that whatever happens, you still have that within you to be able to adapt. Because before, it was an empty feeling, like, oh, I'm not going to drink tonight, and then I drink. Like, I'm going to do this today, and then you don't do it. You kind of have that guilt, that really hollow, empty feeling inside, but that doesn't exist anymore because I don't do it. Like, I trust myself, I trust my word, and that's the most important thing from this, is just learn to build confidence and trust and belief within yourself.
All right, so you just heard how Ben completely transformed his business, his confidence, and his life in a matter of weeks, all by harnessing our mind linking method. Now, if you want to harness the same power that he has, then you guys know the routine. Go ahead and look below this video and click that button to book a time to speak with me and my team, and I'll talk to you very soon.